So now it's time for episode 3. In the last episode, we saw Yohane get more accustomed to the town and kind of get mostly over her feelings about the hate for Numazu. And of course, she got to see a lot more of her friends. So moving in this episode, we are of course going to see what happens. And of course, if you want to watch it, you can go ahead and watch a Crunchyroll. If you don't have that, then I guess there's always the less official sources. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into this episode. So, of course, last episode ended with $1 million here, and they went ahead and jumped into action. And who could these girls be? Who knows? But they have some kind of air cannons and use those to blow away the evil mist. Of course, Yohane's like, these girls seem awfully familiar, but reassured, it's not Chika if you think that's who she is. But don't worry, they also got Big Mom here showing up on a TV screen to instruct the girls on what to do in the situation. Who could Big Mom mean? I don't know. But they, of course, are here to wipe out the evilness that is shrouding the deers. And we can see in the Tachimon Inn, which, oh look, it's Shiitake, and someone who is unrecognizable broadcasting. So they had this thing called the Justagun, whatever that means. And then we have Chico, who flies in the sky and plays an ocarina. So, what is this, Legend of Zelda? But that was able to get rid of the evil mist from the deer. We also see Dio, who's looking over on a broadcast, looking to come over with Ruby, and she kind of suits up in this kind of mech suit and on her bike and comes and dashes and tries to head to help. Then we see Chika, she gets hit, and we see the other girls kind of get hit as well, and they fall into trouble, so Dai comes and saves the day. So then Ruby kind of just morphs into the motorcycle, and that kind of lights up the motorcycle with some neon lights and, you know, I don't know, fairy magic or something, and that gives her the power of flight and powers her up or something like that. I don't know, it doesn't really make a whole lot of sense to me, but yeah. But then the girls end up fighting, and then Yohane comes in and it's like, yo, let's help each other because, you know, plot armor and all that good stuff. And then Yohane starts playing the ocarina because of course she knows how to do it, and the girls stop fighting and eventually be able to work together and save the day. Isn't that nice? And then we get to see 3 new siblings show up on Yohane's staff, which of course we had one before, but these 3 are obviously probably for Daya, Chika, and Ruby. So what does it mean? This can't say for sure, but at least she has some kind of bond or friendship with that. And then this girl says, oh, that's a very interesting staff. And then Big Mom comes in and it's like, yo, have you gone to Warshman Island? The Demon Lord might know more about your power. So Yohane's like, okay, so I'm going to go to this Warshimmer Island, and you can see it's far in the distance and it looks a little creepy. So she goes and tries to get a boat, and we have this creature help them guide them to that boat. So they head to this island, which of course is actually Awa Island, where we have in real life Numazu, it's Awashima and such. And of course here we get to see a building that looks awfully familiar because that is where Mari lives, and it is also the Mari Hotel in real life. So definitely we're drawing some parallels to real life Numazu as well as the one we see in Love Live Sunshine. So we get to see that there's a lot of fish swimming around here, and Yohane goes and enters in the house, and we get to see there is the Demon Lord. But apparently she doesn't like to be called that. So then one of these demons kind of gives her a sign and lets Yohane know her name's Mari, and Mari kind of blushes. But she also tells her that she has the ability to listen to Yohane from wherever she is with her horns, and that's kind of creepy. But then Yohane's like, oh, that's pretty cute, those horns that you got there. And then Mari blushes again. And now Yohane gets to the point and says that she got her staff and she wonders what this is. Mari says that's your resonance, and she could use that power to save Numazu. So we got the story for the protagonist now. So of course Yohane is curious and wonders, who are you, Mari? Mari's like, I'm not anyone special, I just happen to know a lot of Numazu, and I actually know that Numazu is screaming. So Yohane's like, well, if you know so much, why can't you save Numazu, Mari? Mari's like, well, I kind of look weird, and I have all these creatures following me. But Yohane's like, I don't know, those kind of look kind of cute, and you look awesome. So Mari blushes again, but in the end, she is not here to save the day, and that's up to Yohane. That actually ends the episode. We get a little preview of the next episode. So there was no new songs, of course, in this episode, but that's sometimes just how it's going to be. But in the preview, we gotta say that where we'll meet Kanan and Yo. Of course, Yo, as we've seen from earlier, seems to have the ability to fly or glide around, and she kind of delivers mail. So kind of cool. And then we get to see Kanan, of course, probably has to do something diving, and with this robotic frog deal that we saw elsewhere, so we gotta figure out what does that mean. So of course, looks like that Yohane will explore the town more and learn a little bit more about the rest of these girls. So of course, this episode kind of covered the question of what is Mari's deal. We gotta see that in the opening theme, and see Mari kind of has that demon outfit, but is she like evil? She's some kind of antagonist, but it looks like no, she's more of the misunderstood character, and she has the ability to help people out here, but is more of a kind of an outcast. So different kind of view, but we kind of get the idea of what the plot is now. Yohane is, of course, the protagonist. She needs to save Numazu from whatever it is, evil misses, and how that comes in, and potentially Mari will be one that can help out a lot. So definitely we get a very different character from Mari, which of course Mari in Love Light Sunshine, she was very bright and very in your face and sometimes. But instead this time we get to see a different side of Mari, where instead she's very bashful, and in some lot of ways can come out kind of cute when she was blushing. Well, I'm curious to see how you guys feel about how this Mari is. How do you compare it to the original one? Do you prefer her this way or not? But anyways, let me know what you guys think about this episode in the comments below. And of course, I'm going to cover episode 4 soon in review, so look forward to that. And thank you guys for watching, and hope to catch you guys in another video soon.